about a month and a half ago, we had laying boxes delivered here that need to be assembled. These will get affixed to our mobile egg laying hut mobile thingy. This is the box right here. We're going to grab that, move it over to there, and then we'll open it up and see what we got. Should be a good time. Well, I got it unpacked. I guess let's take a look at all the stuff. Oh yeah, look at all that good stuff. That thing and these dealies and thingamabobbers. Yeah, great. Kind of hoping they have some directions for all this stuff. Let's see. That might be it. Well, I found the directions. I think I'll give them a read. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a breeze now. I guess next what I'll do is probably try to lay this stuff out in a better order than what I have here. I mean, it looks pretty organized. I know one thing I noticed, like some of this stuff looks like it's bent a little bit, so I'll grab a pair of pliers and just bend it straight. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be bent there. That's got a little bend in it there. But, oh, here's another little bend here. Anyhow, I don't think too many things came bent all up. That's a good thing. But I'll end up just bending the stuff back straight. That looks like it's not supposed to be bent. And hopefully I'm not bending something straight that's supposed to be not straight. Yeah. So I got some of it together, at least some of the front of it. The directions recommended that when you put these screws in, you don't tighten them down real hard yet. You put them in most of the way, keep them a little bit loose, and then tighten them down when you're all finished. Most of these are fairly small screws. Just need a Phillips head screwdriver. A lot of them turned in pretty easy. So this is the front. We'll flip it over on the back and continue. I'd say I got this thing about halfway together now. I have the mounting brackets for the perches tightened up pretty good. I left everything else kind of loose, but I figured these could be tightened now. So I got them tight on there. I did find one self-tapping screw amongst these other screws that I had to back out and put another one in. All the self-tappers, I believe, are for the red perch strips over there. I'm pretty sure that's what they're for. So I guess I'll put on the red roof, and then we'll put in these plates which go in the bottom of each laying box, and then finally we'll put the perch strips on, and I think that's about it. I was going to put this red roof on first and then put these plates in. They're like a square looking plate for the bottom of each laying box. But I don't know, something in my brain was actually working tonight, and I decided to put these in first before I put the roof on, and it was actually easier to get the top row in. Yeah. So that worked out. That doesn't normally work out that way. Probably what I'll do now is I'll go around and I'll tighten up all our screws, which this right here is going to make it fairly easy to mount this laying box to the wagon frame. This one I may have to take off from here and move over to this spot because these are longer than the wagons are, so two of the boxes will hang off the end, but that's not really a big deal. So I'm going to go around, tighten all these screws up, and then we'll put these strips on for the perches, and then we should be finished. Alright, so I got everything but the perch strips done. What I did was I got some clamps to hold these in place, and we got a couple self-tapping screws here. That's what they're for. I think I'm going to just use this little Phillips head screwdriver to turn them in. This wood here is not all that hard. It's pretty soft, so they should go in nice. I left the drill outside in the shed, so I don't have it to use, so I'll just manually turn them in. Even though I don't really feel like it, I'll do it anyway. Okay, so I have one of the perch strips on, and that little tiny screwdriver they give you is about worthless. I noticed I brought my impact in from outside, You gotta be careful with it, but I think I'm gonna try to put the screws in that way. We'll see how it goes. If you really ratchet hard on these, you'll just strip the screw and it'll spin. So you got to be really careful if you're using an impact wrench on this stuff. Like I said, I left my screwdriver in the shed, so I can make pretty short work of it. I just got to be really careful with this thing. Okay, well, it looks like it's completed. So, these go up and down. You can put these up in the evening to keep the chickens and other critters from going in. You won't keep every critter from getting in there, but there shouldn't be any chickens in here at night anyway. They'll all be in the mini eggmobile sleeping and roosting and whatever the chickens do at night. So that's a nice feature to have these where you can flip them up to keep the chickens out. Now, to look at this, one might say, you know, how is this going to go onto the mobile laying hut thing or whatever? Because I was originally saying that these were going to saddle one here on this side and then one on this side of the wagon. This is how we'll do it. We actually put one of these together about maybe a month ago, and we ran into all kinds of things that kept us from putting the other one together and working on the actual wagon frame and stuff outside. I highly suspect a lot of it had to do with laziness. Well, maybe anyway. The wagon will go in the middle here, and these two laying box units will saddle the wagon on the frame. So the frame will be right here, and then the upper part of the frame will be up here. And I highly suspect that the bottom of these laying boxes will probably sit about 6 inches off the ground. If I have to put him up any higher than that, the terrain's really going to be a bit too rough for me to be moving this laying hut around anyway. With it being the rainy season right now, it's difficult to know whether we'll get this wrapped up tomorrow. I got to get the frame done for sure before we hang these on anything. I don't really want them sitting out here in the living room, but I don't know. I guess they're going to have to live here for now. This is one of the nice things about the summertime when you're not making too much of too much of a mess. You can work on projects indoors in the AC and not be outside sweating.